think the most important element is talent, of course, and then how they use that talent, how they communicate, respecting the composer's intentions, and hopefully transcending those indications by the composer through their piano playing to the audience, and ultimately uplift and enrich all of us through their playing.
I think the main thing I look for in a contestant is their connection to the music, along with their personality. How do they link? Do they really love this? Is this something that they're trying to say and that's within them? And of course, their intent of how much have they really looked at the score? Do they know what they're doing, or is this just some, show-off kind of ego thing? That really turns me off completely. But I think those are the main things that I look for, is really the connection to the music, the closeness to the score, and their understanding, and their presence. Do they have a presence?
I think in a certain way there's a misunderstanding of what technique means. I think we are looking for command of the instrument, but technique in my mind means that it doesn't show. It's not the obvious part of whose fingers move faster or who gets around with missing the fewest notes. It's if the meaning is clear, if the intention is there all the time, then the technique to make that communicate to us is inaudible and invisible. We notice it, but it has to do with how well the technique allows them to communicate.
I look for how they can use the technique in order to interpret the music they play. I look for whether they understand the language of the composer they are playing, whether they understand the musical grammar of each composer they are presenting, and the personality they are projecting through the music.
The most important thing to me is individuality. That the person really has a personality and it's able to, in some way, to translate those hieroglyphics of notes into something substantial and personal. And I desperately seek for that in anyone who plays an instrument, because that communication is very important to me.